Hi, my name is Denver Governor. I work in the Resettlement, Asylum, and Integration Department, and my specific role is intensive case management caseworker. I work in the Elizabeth office in New Jersey, but I live in Newark, New Jersey. I grew up in Florida, born and raised, and when I graduated college, I went to Peace Corps, China. When I finished Peace Corps, I actually did Refugee Corps for 1 year, and toward the end of my service, my supervisor resigned, and so I applied for her position. I got that position. That was September of 2019, and we're now in May of 2020. One of the biggest blessings I have in life, I think, is a job that I feel is rewarding. And you know, I might not get the best paycheck, but it's definitely, I've seen a lot of rich people who are unhappy. It's not for me. Whatever is preventing someone from becoming economically self-sufficient, that's pretty much what's going to be referred to my department. Either they're just older refugees, maybe they're women at risk, they could have been survivors of human trafficking or war crimes, they could be survivors of domestic violence or any sort of sexual or gender-based violence. They could be children without parents or guardians. We've had LGBT clients or clients that are HIV positive. We've had clients with all sorts of physical or mental health conditions or social disabilities. My food! I just burned my food. A normal day at work, I don't think that exists. As of late, my typical day has changed quite drastically. Being isolated and unable to see the client and their body language has made doing my job a lot more difficult. On the very worst of days, which is what we're currently experiencing, I don't have any interns and I'm a one-woman show. I feel like most of my job is making sure other people are doing their jobs. We'll do housing applications for various community programs. I do a lot of referrals, and I build a lot of relationships with people in the community. So that is a somewhat typical day for me. Every once in a while, I'll take a day to do case notes. I think it was the sense of obligation for other people that really led me to the IRC. It's always been like I guess the highest value that I have has been compassion and caring for others. The scariest moment that I ever had was when I was a kid and my mom was having an asthma attack. And she needed me to find her medication. I knew exactly what to do, and I even knew where to find the medication, but I could not find it to save my life. I could not find it. I called my grandmother. She comes running in, and I mean, she literally walks directly to where the medication is, and she opens it, puts it in the machine, gives it to my mom, and everything's fine. That situation could have been so much worse because of my stress. I think in that moment, I made the commitment to myself that I would never let that happen again. I would never freak out under pressure. Had I just taken a deep breath and actually looked, I would have seen that the medication was right in front of me the entire time. So despite being extremely busy all the time, I do actually have hobbies. When everything was normal, I would do very much like Cirque du Soleil type of activities, aerial yoga, lyra, silks, trapeze style things. I love all of that. I do enjoy wellness and fitness and being good to my body. It's an intense time for me, but it's also a time of growth, and I don't expect it to be comfortable at all, but I'm feeling hopeful.
So this is where I do most of my work, and this is where Stephen does most of his work. This is Mitzvah. I adopted her while I was in China during my Peace Corps service. And yeah, this is pretty much my setup. It's not that glamorous. When I'm not working in bed, I'm usually here in the kitchen. I sit at this chair, and yeah, I just work in the kitchen. I think mainly because of its convenience to the food. And also the fact that it's kind of separated from upstairs. This is a huge apartment, and my roommate moved out, so we can no longer afford it. So we'll be moving next month during the pandemic. So, in addition to starting my business, doing my job, and staying sane, we also have to move out of this apartment. So, wish me luck.